Let's get right into it. Number 1. You turn pain into power, not pity. Most people treat pain like a stop sign. They hit a setback, and suddenly it's time to wallow, complain, or look for sympathy. But you see pain as raw material, something to be melted down and reforged into something stronger. When life throws you a curveball, you don't just survive it. You mine it for lessons, for fuel, for the kind of wisdom you can't get from a self-help book. While others are busy asking, "Why me?" you're already asking, "What now?" That's the difference between being stuck in a victim loop and stepping into the role of the anti-hero in your own story. You don't romanticize suffering, but you don't run from it either. You let it sharpen you, not shatter you. People might call you cold or detached, but the truth is, you've learned that pain is inevitable. What you do with it is optional. You don't collect scars for show. You use them as armor. And when others see only the wound, you're already building the muscle underneath. That's the dark alchemy of mental strength. Number 2. You find solitude empowering, not just bearable, for most. Being alone feels like exile, a punishment, a void to be filled with noise, screens, or anyone who will answer a text. But you treat solitude like a secret garden, a place where your mind can breathe and your thoughts can stretch out. You don't just tolerate your own company. You crave it, because you know that's where the real work happens. In the quiet, you process, you plan, you heal. While others scramble to avoid silence, you use it to sharpen your intuition and reconnect with your core. You're not hiding from the world. You're recharging, plotting, evolving. People might misread your independence as loneliness or arrogance, but you know better. You've learned that the loudest growth happens in the quietest rooms. Solitude isn't your weakness, it's your superpower. You don't need a crowd to feel alive, and you don't need constant validation to know your worth. When you step back into the world, you do it on your own terms, with a mind that's clear and a spirit that's unbreakable. That's the kind of strength that makes others uncomfortable, because it can't be bought or... Number 3. You forgive without forgetting and move on ruthlessly. Most people think forgiveness means letting someone back in, or pretending the past never happened. But you know better. You forgive for your own peace, not for theirs. You drop the weight of resentment, but you don't hand out second chances like candy. If someone betrays your trust, you don't plot revenge or stew in bitterness. You simply cut the cord and keep moving. It's not about being heartless. It's about protecting your energy. You understand that some people are lessons, not lifelong companions. While others get trapped in cycles of drama, you're already on to the next chapter, lighter and wiser. People might call you cold, but you know it takes more strength to walk away than to cling to what's broken. You don't need closure, apologies, or explanations. You don't keep score, but you do keep boundaries. Your forgiveness is a gift you give yourself, not a ticket for someone else to re-enter your life. That's the dark side of strength. You can let go completely, and you never look back. You're immune to social approval and social pressure. While most people are quietly desperate for likes, nods, and group acceptance, you move through the world on your own frequency. Trends don't sway you, and peer pressure bounces off you like rain on armor. You don't need to broadcast your every move or chase the latest fad to feel relevant. In fact, you're often the one who questions the crowd, who challenges the status quo, who's willing to be the outlier if it means staying true to yourself. This isn't rebellion for its own sake. It's a deep-rooted confidence that your value isn't up for public vote. When others are busy curating their image, you're focused on substance. You know that popularity is fleeting, but integrity lasts. People might label you difficult, stubborn, or even antisocial, but you know that real strength is being able to stand alone in a room full of echoes. You don't just resist validation, you're unmoved by criticism too. Approval and disapproval are just background noise. Your compass is internal and it always points to your own truth, no matter how unalive. You weaponize humor against your own darkness. Most people use jokes to deflect, to hide, or to fit in. But you wield humor like a scalpel, cutting through your own pain and exposing the absurdity in even the darkest moments. You don't just laugh at yourself, you laugh with yourself, turning your flaws and failures into punchlines before anyone else can. This isn't self-deprecation for sympathy, it's self-mastery. You know that humor is a shield but also a mirror. It lets you process what hurts without letting it consume you. When life gets heavy, you don't spiral, you improvise, finding the irony, the lesson, or the cosmic joke in the chaos. People might mistake your laughter for denial, but you know it's a sign of resilience. You've learned that if you can laugh at your own darkness, it loses its power to control you. Your humor isn't just entertainment, it's survival. It's how you stay light on your feet, even when the world tries to drag you down. That's a rare kind of strength, and it makes you in the best way. Number 6. You guard your inner world like a fortress. In an age where oversharing is the norm and privacy is almost a rebellion, you keep your cards close to your chest. You don't spill your secrets to strangers or broadcast your struggles for sympathy points. Your emotions are yours to process, not content for public consumption. While others vent online or turn every setback into a spectacle, you choose silence and selectivity. You know that not everyone deserves access to your thoughts, your pain, or your dreams. This isn't about being closed off, it's about discernment. You share with those who've earned your trust, not with anyone who happens to be listening. People might call you mysterious or hard to read, but you know that your privacy is your power. You don't need to prove anything to anyone, and you don't need an audience for your healing. Your inner world is sacred ground, and you defend it fiercely. That's not weakness or fear, it's wisdom. In a world obsessed with exposure, you've mastered the art of keeping yourself. You're comfortable with discomfort even when others aren't. Most people scramble to fill awkward silences, dodge tough conversations, or smooth over tension just to keep the peace. But you lean into those moments, letting the discomfort hang in the air like a test. You know that truth often lives in the spaces where others are too afraid to look. You don't rush to rescue people from their own unease, and you don't dilute your opinions to make others comfortable. Instead, you use discomfort as a tool to reveal character, to spark honesty, to see who can handle the real you. This isn't about being confrontational for its own sake. It's about refusing to settle for surface-level connections or fake harmony. You understand that growth, clarity, and even intimacy are born from moments that make most people squirm. While others are busy avoiding the hard stuff, you're already knee-deep in it, unafraid to ask the questions that matter or sit with the answers that sting. That's the final dark sign of true mental strength. You don't just survive discomfort, you invite it, knowing